Next step in the RX8 LS swap project is bracing the rear differential in the subframe. In stock form, the diff is bolted to power plant frame, which is bolted to the transmission. But because we won't be running this transmission anymore, the diff has to be mounted in the subframe on its own. So I've welded a piece of 1x2 tubing up inside of the rear subframe here to brace it. Plan is to come down from here to here and have a plate that these bolts can mount up through. Made up a beer box template, transferred it over to steel. Next step, weld this brace in here to secure that plate to the tubing I've already welded into the subframe. Clean it all up. Front diff mount is complete. So right now the diff sits as it should without a need for the power plant frame. I could run this just as it is with the new fabricated front mount and the factory main mount, but this is the weak point with the added torque from the LS. This has been known to twist and break. So what I'll likely do, make a plate to mount up to these 4 studs, run 2 pieces of tubing here, and actually just hard mount the diff. I understand that solid mounting the rear diff can give issues with ride quality, but if that becomes an issue in the future, or if the ratios are wrong in the RX8 rear diff because the LS doesn't rev quite as high, I do have the option to swap this out for a Ford 8.8 rear end. I'll run it like this for now, probably consider swapping it out later in the future. I do have another rear subframe that I can just swap in if need be, so perhaps that's what I'll do later on. A little more beer box engineering. Made a template for this, transferred over to steel. I also made some spacers because the diff has a bit of a crown in it. Plate is cut, tubing will go here. I've welded some plate here to give my weld point a little bit of extra structure. We'll do the same back here, and same with the other side. Got it all welded in place. Still needs paint, but I think that should be pretty solid. Rear diff mount is complete. Rear subframe is cleaned up, repainted. Should keep it protected, ready to go back in.